Driving in, I mean, it was almost completely white out. I couldn't believe it. This is one of the most nerve-wracking drives I've ever had.
Toss to Thomas. Okay.
Many drivers experiencing that snow on the roadways this morning. Our crews have been monitoring the roads pretty much all day long, so you know what to expect on your commute home.
So we all knew that winter wasn't over, certainly in February. Some roads received heavy snow while others received only a little. And now we are tracking Arctic air moving into the inland northwest, and it looks like that cold air is going to stay here for a while. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us on KREM 2 News First at 4. I'm Tom Sherry.
We're glad you're here with us. I'm Whitney Ward. All right, we want to go straight to weather because certainly that, I wouldn't say that it surprised everyone because you did warn us this was coming, but this was a lot.
In all fairness, I didn't see 5 to 6 inches of snow falling on the South Hill. Oof. If you go up north, like where you live on the north side, north of Francis, gosh, not much of an inch. Yeah, and many areas didn't even get that.
Yeah.
So it really just depended on your location. But at my house on the South Hill near Manitou Park, between 5 and 6 inches of snow. And now take a look at this. We've got a wind chill advisory in effect. If we could go to the weather computer, we'll show you what we're talking about here. I bet we could go to it right now if we ask the folks to do that. There you go. We're looking at a wind chill advisory everywhere you see shaded in blue. And that includes most of eastern Washington, North Idaho, and into areas of western Montana. So modified Arctic air this week. Bitter cold wind chills, below zero temperatures expected, at least in the wind chill range. We're going to look at wind gusts 35 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour through Wednesday morning. Look for right now we're at 22 degrees, and you can see the wind is out of the east-northeast at 23 miles per hour. You look at the radar, look at Whitney, it has all moved to the south of us. It's at northeastern Oregon and southeastern Washington, so still a snow event going down in the Blue Mountains and down around the Walla Walla area, so be careful along I-84 in eastern Oregon. Well, again, this is an air temperature I'm calling for tonight, a low of 8 degrees. That means the wind chills will be even colder than that. Bitter cold tomorrow with a daytime high of only 22. For the weekend, it warms up a bit. The overnight low is still cold in the teens Saturday morning. Could even see a slight chance of some rain showers by Sunday afternoon. My gosh, with a daytime high of 43. We'll check the rest of that 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
I like those temperatures better than the single digits, Tom. Well, we talked about the roads, certainly a problem this morning. We want to look outside right now with our KREM 2's Janelle Finch. And Janelle, where are you right now and what have you been seeing as you've been out there today?
Hi guys, like said, I'm outside right now. As you can see, drivers are taking the roads on pretty easily now, but plows were out actually this morning at 4 a.m. Additional crews were sent out later in the day. The communications manager for the city says by the afternoon there wasn't much snow left to plow on the main roads. Despite the holiday, plow crews were out laying down sand and de-icer on primary and secondary roads, but that didn't stop some drivers from getting a gentle reminder to drive with caution. For main city streets by the afternoon, there wasn't enough snow for plowing crews. Plows need 2 inches of snow to do their jobs. As the day went on, the city began relying on snow melting materials to help clear roads. Now, looking toward the evening road conditions, the city communications manager says keep caution if you drive on secondary roads.
It's going to help a little bit because it's going to warm up a little bit today. So we're already seeing that those primary routes are pretty clear, and those secondaries and hills will start to freeze up again. But we use all the materials we can. We sand. We continually go back to those problem spots when necessary.
Drivers on Southern County roads saw extreme winds and snow-covered streets and whiteout conditions. Palouse Highway heading towards Valley Ford was mainly clear, but secondary roads off the highway were covered with the thick snow. We also reached out to the county public works manager for a comment on when those county streets should be cleared off, but we weren't able to get with her today. As the snow continues to melt, it's important to remember to drive slow and maintain a safe distance in between drivers. In Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
Well, and we have to point out that a lot of the roads haven't been treated yet for various different reasons. But I mean, even though it may not be a lot of snow wherever you are, it is cold enough that it's just packing down, and it's really dangerous.
It's very dangerous. And what I noticed at my house, again, 5 to 6 inches on the South Hill, was that the first 3 inches were a really warm, kind of wet snow almost, and then 3 inches of powder on top of that.
So that's
the part that packs down and becomes very, very icy.
Okay, well, try to get that off the sidewalks as much as possible before it gets too cold. And with these bitter cold temperatures, we know people have asked what the city of Spokane is doing to keep people experiencing homelessness safer.
Our own Ian Smay spoke with the city about their plans. He joins us live with more. Ian.
Yeah, I am here near Camp Hope in East Central Spokane, and I can tell you that the wind is still making it bitter cold out here right now. In response to all this, city spokesperson Brian Coddington told me the city is trying to expand available shelter bed capacity. Now, part of these efforts include expanding the hotel bed capacity to 40 beds or in hotel rooms at the Ramada Inn on 3rd Avenue. That was done in an effort to free up other bed space at the Cannon Street Warming Center. I was at the warming center at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and while there, a sign outside said the shelter was full, but a lot of people were boarding a bus at that time. He also said the city doesn't have a set plan for another emergency warming center just yet, but Coddington didn't rule out that possibility.
It will not in that format. So we're looking at utilizing the existing spaces. We're looking at being able to maximize existing resources. We're also looking at extension of contracts, and we are looking at different ways to house people outside of the cold.
Coddington also said Union Gospel Mission is providing 14 more beds for women. He said the Way Out shelter is also helping capacity by providing 41 additional beds for those that would normally take up space in the nightly shelters. Now, Coddington also said that police and fire crews are increasing the amount and frequency that they do welfare checks, and that's not only to keep people safe, but to make sure people are aware of the resources available for them to get out of this cold weather. For now, reporting in East Central Spokane, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.
Wow, looks very cold out there. Well, today, Spokane County Sheriff Ozzie Knezovich held a press conference to further explain why he chose to fire Deputy Craig Chamberlain. We heard from both men today about the controversial allegations.